Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a video on Should You Summon? Should you summon for the end of month 1000 about where Zenith summons? I'm just going to say, if you like the characters, go for it. But I don't really think you need these characters. Realistically, I mean, if they're your favorite, go for it. I know a lot of people have been waiting for Mayuri. I know a lot of people have been waiting for, I'm not even going to have these on. Why do I even have these on? A lot of people have been waiting for Zombie Toshiro. So, I mean, if they're your favorites, obviously, go for it. You know, summon for your favorites. That's what I recommend. But for the people who want to know if you need them, realistically, you don't. Toshiro is a replacement or an alternative for Rukia. And then Mayuri is a replacement or alternative for Gremmy. And then I guess I'll also pull up another site just to hammer that home. Alright, so these are the comparisons on the website Las Noches BVS. Obviously, this isn't 100% accurate because there's outside buffs like your character, like your sides and whatnot. But just a rough estimate. Mayuri is almost the same as Rukia and Mayuri. Like it's close enough, you know. It's like 270 versus 243 at 5 out of 5, 155 versus 137 at 1 out of 5. It's like it's pretty much the same. Like, so it's like you don't need them. You know, it's close. It's close. But yeah, I mean, I don't know more to say besides just like the damage. And then if you go to the sides or the other one, which what is Toshiro? He's ranged, replacing Gremmy, so ranged hollow. If you go to ranged hollow, Gremmy is unironically higher than Toshiro. So, I mean, at least Mayuri is like above. But Toshiro is actually below Gremmy. But obviously, remember, he's going to be being paired with the Rangiku, which is going to be a very, very good side for mainly Toshiro. And the other character as well, but like mainly Toshiro. But Gremmy, 217 at 5 out of 5. 1-5 is 127. Toshiro is 100 at 1 out of 5. And then at 5 out of 5, he's at 167. So it's like, you don't really need them. I think Mayuri has more value, but there's obvious reasons. Toshiro is going to be a limit breaker quest character. He's going to be everywhere. Meanwhile, Mayuri is literally just a guild quest character. That is his only use. Because like, you're not going to be able to use him in limit breaker realistically at all. So obviously, you know, the GQ skills are going to come in clutch. He's going to have way more damage. And he also has a pretty good status symbol for it. Paralysis Plus is going to be very, very nice. But yeah, I just thought I would mention that for those three. Rangiku doesn't really have a comparison. I mean, I guess I can show it actually because it's kind of insane. If we go to the ranged hollow. Also, I will say I do like that they're on the same banner. But go to NAD units, like, dude, the difference is insane. Shunsui got gapped so hard. Like, no attack boost even needed. He just, Rangiku just cooked him. That's all I can say. But let's go over the banner. It is the 31st to the 15th, so we will not know what mid-month is until then, or until before this banner is gone. And then Toshiro, we've went over him, but I'll go over him again. So he's a ranged strong attack character with all of his attacks having freeze plus. His EX move, it looks like it's pretty much just like a double beam, similar to full hollow Ichigo's, if I am not mistaken. And then he's a speed character, hollow killer plus. Soul trait of 20% strong attack damage, 12% recharge, pretty decent link. Innate skills of Sprinter +1, Havoc of 20%, and then freeze duration. He has a skill of 50% Berserker, Bombardment +1, damage to frozen enemies of 80%, weakened defense, Sharpshooter, Soul Reaper Resonance, strong attack damage of 10%, which is going to be very, very nice. So if you... The two boosters would be, or the two characters that you would use is probably Rangiku and Shunsui most likely. So that could pair well because they're both Soul Reapers. That way he would get an extra 30% strong attack damage. He has Frenzy of 2, Debilitator of 5 seconds, increased status summon chance against hollows, Poise Break outside of Brave Battles, SP boost of 80%, and then the Team Party Speed attribute character strong attack damage of 20%. So you're also boosting Rangiku, even though that doesn't really matter because, yeah, this is mainly going to probably be a guild quest or a limit breaker quest skill. So if you bring any other speed characters, it's going to buff them up as well, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, he's looking to be good, but he's mainly a limit breaker quest character, if I'm being real. Like, these skills just scream limit breaker to me. He's going to be good in guild quest. I'm not saying he's not. It's just that most of this is like, this is meant for Limit Breaker mainly. But yeah, because like he only has Frenzy 2. Berserker 50 SP boost. The Soul Resonance is really cool. Oh my god, no way, the Soul Resonance, dude, the game. But yeah, he should do fine. I'm really not liking Bombardment on these kind of characters, because it's like, unless you have them 5/5, bro, they hardly ever nuke, and like even then, it's like it might kill the mobs, maybe. So I don't know. They probably could have removed that for something a bit different. Maybe more damage to status on affected enemies. Like I swear he has that actually, unless I am tripping. I swear I thought he had 80% to frozen enemy. It's literally right here. Literally right there. But, I mean, you could have had a team buff, I guess. I don't know. Literally right there. But, I don't know. You could have replaced it with something. Maybe full stam, actually. Boom. Another multiplier right there. But either way, like, he has pretty much everything you want. Pretty much everything. Now let's go over Mayuri. Mayuri is going to be the main lead for the Squad 0 melee week. Melee strong attack damage. SA3 has a trap, and then all attacks have paralysis plus. He's a heart character, soul trait of 14% recharge, innate skills of Sprinter +1, Havoc of 20, and Marauder. Defeat enemy bonus, defeat 30 enemies, and you get the team party damage to status and affected enemies of 20%, which is pretty cool. Bombardment +1 for his skills, damage to paralyzed enemies of 80%, weaken defense, paralysis duration -100%, killer effect +30 or +50 in GQ, frenzy +2 or +3 in GQ, debilitator +5, increased status summon chance against soul reapers, poise, SP boost, and then the melee damage +10 or +30 in GQ. So yet again, he does not have any berserker or any full stamina, but like, because the GQ skills are so insane and he only has a boss killer, he doesn't really need it. He's still going to be absolutely insane. Obviously, I'm not saying he shouldn't have gotten it. I would like if they get Berserker. That would be a very nice plus. But unfortunate. Like, I honestly think they could have just removed the Bombardment and given him full stam or Berserker, and boom, there you go. But, oh well, it is what it is. He's still going to be absolutely insane. Most likely clear in 50 seconds with a 1/5 character if you have the correct setup. So he will be doing just hunky-dory right there. And then on the third character, it is Rangiku. With all attacks, she's a ranged normal attack character. Her SA2 is a barrier. She's not a booster. Hollow Killer Plus. She is a speed character, so she's going to tie in very well with the new Toshiro, kind of like similar to how we had the Nemu and the Retsu for ranged Quincy, the Christmas characters, which I like in the banner. I think that's pretty cool. So that way, when it ever reruns, and let's say it's a newer player or someone who just doesn't have these characters in general, or they really like them, or they just need to clear hollow, ranged hollow, they don't have Grammy, theoretically, let's imagine, then they can potentially pull both these characters and then absolutely stomp the hell out of the GQ, instead of being like, oh man, I pulled the new SP unit, but it's kind of underwhelming, I want to get a faster score. Could I get the NAD unit with it? No, I get some shit droplet farmer or something from like 2015. You know what I mean? Like, just a useless character that you don't really want. Like the Askin. Like, the Askin is pretty much useless in the game at the moment because he's just a farmer. So, you know, oh well. But Hollow Killer Plus, soul trait of Team Party, normal attack damage of 25%. I will say, though, it's kind of funny. If you go into here, the BBS simulator, it's the wrong one, which is kind of funny. Innate skills is Sprinter +1, freeze duration -100%, dodge hollow damage of 50%. Attainable skills is long reach +20%, team party soul reaper damage to status and unaffected enemies of 30%. Oh well, there you go. Rangiku had that skill. That's what the Toshiro is missing right there. I knew she had something, but I couldn't remember what it was. Well, there you go. So I mean, yeah, literally like Toshiro is. Like, what more could you realistically give him? I can't think of anything off the top of my head besides just more full stamina damage or something. She has poise, multi-barrier +2, killer effect +30 or +50 in GQ, flurry +1 or +2 in GQ, bruiser of 40%, increased status summon chance against hollows, which is very, very nice, and she does have lacerate plus. Wait, is it lacerate? Should be, right? Yeah, lacerate plus. I forgot if I even mentioned that. Sharpshooter follow-up, which is a godsend. If you don't know what this is, because you probably haven't seen it in like 17 years, it is a skill where if an enemy is on the ground, Rangiku can attack the enemy. I know, mind-boggling stuff. She can hit the enemy when their back is on the ground, and they're just like, Don't hit me. Don't hit me, bro. Like, you can actually hit them. It's crazy, I know. And then she has range damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ. And then Soul Reaper Resonance of normal attack damage plus 10%. So, if you have multiple Soul Reapers on the team, she gets an extra 10% for each Soul Reaper. So, if you have the correct team, Shunsui, Rangiku, and Toshiro most likely, then you'll get an extra 30% normal attack damage, which would be very, very good, which is Bruiser. So, yeah. I'm going to just say right now, I think this banner is super skippable, but obviously the characters are very, very good for what they want to do. It's up to you. I am 100% skipping. I'm still contemplating on summoning on my alt, only because if I go 10 steps, that would leave me with 5,000 orbs on my alt. But then I still have enough to pity on part 1 or part 2, whatever I want to summon on. If part 1 is original, I will summon on part 1. If it's not original, I'm probably going to summon on part 2, because I don't know. Depending on which one I want to summon last on, I guess, maybe. I don't know. On my main. I don't know. I'm still contemplating. But I kind of want to go 10 steps just because it's like, I haven't summoned in a little bit. Might as well summon. I have orbs on my alt. Why not? Will I be able to showcase them? Probably not. Because I can't play on blue stacks, to be honest. But, like, look at the filler as well. Like, it's good. Like, the filler's good. It's pretty good. You know, Shinji is very, very good. Kensei is very, very good for side melee hollow if you don't have the newest melee hollow killer, which I can't remember who it is. Rangiku isn't that great, I can't lie. She's decent in Limit Breaker Quest, but Guild Quest, her skills or her hit is very mediocre. And then Killgate is very, very good still. He cleared with 50 seconds left in the last melee Arankar GQ, which was like, what? That's crazy. Also, I think I said melee for Rangiku. She's ranged. Yama is outdated. I want to say he can still clear, but it's very inconsistent. And then Yuha, wish I had him 5-5, but I'm not summoning. He's still good in Brave Battles. He's still good. And then every 5 steps, guaranteed 5-star, 25 pity ticket. And then let's go over the filler. So Shinji is just a very, very good ranged squad 0 killer. SP boost of 120% in total, 40% from the soul trait, weakening and confusion on all of his strong attacks. He has a berserker of 50% and bruiser of 50, which is very odd. Damage to confused enemies of 60%, debilitator of 5, devastation 70, frenzy 2, guard break, increased chance against soul reapers, SP boost of 80%, and weakened defense with some recharge. So he's very, very good. I think the thing that kind of holds him back just a little bit is mainly his strong attack damage kit. His strong attack kit. His SA1 is good, and then his SA2 I want to say is a pushback, or is it his SA1? One of them is just kind of iffy. Yeah, his SA1 is a shave, which isn't very good. 60% magnification, but it's still a pushback, like shave is just not that good. And then his SA2 is a 960, so it is his SA1 that's gimmicky. Giselle is the one that I'm thinking of that has the pushback SA2, and it's really annoying. But besides that, like, he's still a very, very good character. He's probably he's one of my favorite technique characters to just use in general. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Shinji. Kensei is just the run-of-the-mill normal attack damage GQ character. I don't want to bring him up. Good in melee hollow, especially if you have to have Yuha or Kangdu or anything, and you don't have the new Sun. So he would be very, very good there. Rangiku, I'm going to just say it, she kind of just sucks everywhere outside of Limit Breaker Quest, and even then, it's not that great. Range Arankar, I don't think she cuts it very well. Strong attack hit is very iffy, but the art indulges some people is the best I can give it. Killgate, very, very good character still to this day. A bit inconsistent, obviously, having only Frenzy 2, no increased status summit chance, but I'll go over him because he's still that guy. Melee Arankar, recharge of 14%, drain on all of his strong attacks. Team Party, heart attribute, character, strong attack, recharge of 20%. He has damage inflicted at full stamina of 20%, damage to drain enemies of 40%, Debilitator plus 2, Devastation 40, Frenzy plus 2, Havoc of 20%, Poise, Rampage, where if you get a kill, you get an extra 2% damage per kill. Going all the way up to 50 kills, you get an extra 100% damage. And then in the SP boost of 80%. And he has a very good kit. SA1 Beam, SA2 is the Explosion into Homing Vortex, and then SA3 Full Screen. Fire. Yama has, I believe, the exact same strong attack kit. He has weakening and burn on all of his strong attacks. He's just kind of outdated, though. I will say, does he have shared complete status immunity? I did not know that. I did not know it was shared, so I guess that's a plus. But yeah, he's just kind of there. He's just super inconsistent, but I believe he can still clear his GQ weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume a 5/5 Yama can't clear. Berserker 40%, complete status immunity shared apparently. Bombardment +1, damage to burning enemies of 40%, damage to weakened enemies of 40%, Frenzy 1, SP boost, weakened defense, and Marauder, SP boost at 80%. So like, yeah, he's good. It's just in Limit Breaker Quest, I think he is completely washed. Those enemies have way too much HP, and he just I don't think he's that guy. As for Yuha, realistically, his only use is to paralyze the enemies. So if they're not immune to paralysis, he does do quite well. Max Shinsen Yuha's still beat me in PvP because I have a 1/5 Mila Rose, and she just sits there, paralyzed the entire game. Obviously, it's a bit of an RNG fest. If you don't paralyze Mila Rose, well, then you lose. If you do paralyze her, then you have a chance at winning. But either way, he's still fine. It's just I wouldn't summon just for him. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm going to be skipping it entirely. If you summon, I understand. I just don't think it's a banner worth summoning for because of June potentially being absolutely insane is what I'm hearing. There are rumors, no confirmation, that it's going to be absolutely insane. Also, I assume meta-wise it's going to be better as well, but who knows. And then Anniversary obviously is going to eclipse the game's power level, if I had to guess. It's going to go over 9,000 at least 3 times, being the 10th anniversary and all. And yeah, probably some hype characters, I would hope. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Peace out. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. And best of luck if you consider summoning on this banner, because I do think they're cool. I just think it's a pretty nice banner to just be like, okay, I'll pull them later in filler. So, peace.